everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Monday, October 14th. I'm your host, Bree Cox Kennedy. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. We've got a great lineup on the show today. We're going to be talking with Newport Beach Film Festival and the writers, producers, and directors of Lost and Found in Cleveland. Looks like a great film. I can't wait to see it. And then later in the show, we're going to be talking with Ceramic Slip Casting Club. That is a mouthful. But for right now, we want to keep you informed. So the Recreation and Special Events Department is seeking recreation leaders. Join our active 55-plus community in recreation leading. If you'd like to learn more information about this role, please go to lagunawoodsvillage.com/careers, and you can learn all about how you can assist in community service programs. Let's take a look at our weather today. We've got a nice little crisp, but not cold week ahead of us, so definitely going into those fall temperatures. Today's high is going to reach 70. We're dropping down into the high 80s for the rest of the week, and then back up to 70 on Friday. So perfect fall temperatures. You may or may not need a jacket out there this week. Next up is our sunrise sunset segment. Sunrise this morning was at 6:55 a.m. and sunset will be at 6:17. This photo was sent to us by David Southworth. This looks like it's the horse trail at the Equestrian Center. If you'd like to send us your photos to be featured on our Sunrise Sunset segment, please do so. Please email those photos to us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Please send us your name, where the photo was taken from, and in a horizontal format, please. Next up, we've got some meetings to tell you about, and then after the break, stay tuned because we're going to be talking with Newport Beach Film Festival. You'll love it.
What would it feel like to hear better? Many people are trapped in the isolation of poor hearing and don't realize it. Even people that are wearing other hearing aids. They only know the way they hear, not how much better they could be hearing. We've taken patients that were hearing 24% of conversations and improved them to 92%. A life-changing difference. Put on these hearing aids and hear better, automatically. No buttons to push or technology to fear. Artificial intelligence and these products do all the work. Don't settle for less. And remember, tell them Stuart sent you.
Annette, how long has it been since we built your patio room?
A couple, 3 months, I guess.
Yeah. And so how's it working out for you?
It's just working out great, and you did it in such a timely manner, and we just love it out here.
Yeah, and when you gave us this job, I told you, we'll do a nice job for you. Did we?
Absolutely. You really, really did. We couldn't be happier.
Thanks a lot. Give us a call. We'll do a nice job for you too.
I'm so happy to recommend Dr. Fairman. I've been going to her for 9 years. She's done implants, crowns, bridges, root canals, and I've been happy with everything that she's done. The staff is so friendly and pleasant, kind, and gentle. I would recommend her to anyone.
We are now fully open for all your dental needs and invite you to come in and experience the brilliant smile difference.
We are close to Gate 6 near Snooty Fox Restaurant behind Coco's.
Did you know plans change each year? So can your health and prescription needs. Our licensed insurance agents can easily compare your options and you'll see the real difference. Find a plan that offers you more and covers your prescriptions. Call us at 1-888-225-6468 for a free telephonic, virtual, or in-person appointment. Annual election period ends December 7th.
Lost and Found in Cleveland is an American portrait that will leave you feeling both familiar and magical as you watch the film. We welcome the writers, producers, and directors, Marissa Gooderman and Keith Gerchek, to the show. Hi, guys.
Thank you.
Hi, Bree.
Hi, Bree. Nice to meet you.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
for
having us.
joining me. I'm super excited to talk to you guys. I watched the trailer. Oh my God.
Oh
This
my
is-
gosh.
You know, they say that there's no good films out there anymore because all the storylines have been taken. This is fabulous.
Ah, thank you.
I can't wait to watch it. I've like got goosebumps. I'm so excited.
Well, we got goosebumps when you were describing the film. There is something magical about it and timeless and nostalgic. And I think you're right. There aren't movies like this that are getting made anymore.
There's just not. I think, you know, from what I saw from the trailer, it just was very, very intriguing because there's so many elements to it that you just don't see, including, you know, the characters, the music, the scenes. I mean, everything about it. I was just so drawn in that minute and a half or however long that trailer was. So,
Well, thank you. Yeah, I think the trailer's a very good indication of what the film is like. We always say that the highest compliment that we could get from audiences is if they laugh and cry at the same time.
oh my gosh.
And that I think it kind of takes people by surprise when they watch this movie, that they think they know what they're getting when they go into it. And it has a lot more depth than that. You know, once you've been introduced to these 5 characters and you're immersed into their worlds, and it's a real cross section of what modern America looks like. And then you are delving into this kind of, you know, the dreams and the hopes of these individuals, and the objects. You know, it's basically America's favorite televised antiques appraisal show, like behind Marissa there, that is coming to Cleveland, and Cleveland is a microcosm of America. We actually have a quote that we took from Tennessee Williams that he didn't mean it as a compliment, but America only has 3 cities: New York, San Francisco, and New Orleans. Every place else is Cleveland. And that's how the film starts. And we really do see it as a microcosm that Cleveland is representative of everybody in the country, and that the American dream exists for everybody. And we take a look at what that looks like.
Well, and I love this because we don't hear much about Cleveland. It's
Right.
kind of, you know, it's kind of its own little entity out there. And, you know, personally, I've never been, but I tell you what, this film's going to intrigue me and I'm going to want to go visit the city.
Absolutely. I mean, I think a lot of people in Southern California, I'm originally a Southern California native myself, didn't really have a concept of Cleveland. Like when Keith first said, let's set it in Cleveland, I laughed because all I knew were the things that we've been fed in the media for the last 60 years about, you know, the burning river. And it's just kind of been the butt of jokes. And when I went there, for the first time, I was overwhelmed by the kind of beauty and nostalgia and Americana and these temples to architecture and American industrialization that are so woven into the fabric of Cleveland. And we don't really see that from the outside. So I think audiences are going to fall in love with it. There's something that's just very Americana, and it takes you almost back in time, and it feels good. It feels good. And the people that we get to spend time with in the film, you know, we have such an incredible cast. Like June Squibb and Stacy Keach play this married couple that have worked at the steel mills, and their story is kind of intriguing, and it is such a Cleveland story, but like Keith was saying, it's American and it's universal.
That's fantastic. So tell us how the film will feel both familiar and magical to audiences. I know we've touched on just the location itself, but what else, how are people going to relate, especially those of us who have never been to Cleveland?
Well, at the end of the day, this is a film about Antiques Roadshow. Sorry, I said that out loud. And I think we all have something in our attic that is, we always wondered. My grandmother gave me these Indonesian figurines from her 7th honeymoon. Yes, this is a real story about my grandma.
7th, grandma. Wow,
she
she's
had a
busy.
good time. And so we always thought that they were worth a lot of money, and we took them to the roadshow, but it really was never about what their worth was. It was a story about connecting to my grandmother, who I miss deeply. And we all have an object like that that's personal to us, and this film is, Keith, we always say it's like a holiday film, really, but the kind of holiday film that
It's a
we
perennial
don't
favorite.
see anymore. Yeah.
Right. And, and it has more depth. This is not Hallmark. This is not like everything's wrapped up in a bow. That there's just, again, more depth to it.
Okay.
And I have a tie to my grandmother as well with this film, because I had a coin collection that my grandmother collected from the 60s. In a candy store, she used to take out anything that she thought was interesting, put it in a box. And it was meant to pay for my college. And I got a free ride to college. But I still had the coin collection. And when I decided to kind of give up my career and pursue filmmaking wholeheartedly, I had to sell that collection to pay for my move originally to New York and then to LA. And I was bawling because it was my last tether to my grandmother. And my
Right.
mom said, your grandmother wanted you to pursue your American dream.
Oh
And
my
so
goodness.
this coin collection is the embodiment of that. That's the meaning of the collection. That's the meaning of your connection to your grandmother. And this film, for me personally, is the kind of result of that
Yes.
tether and that tie to my grandmother.
So the underlying theme of the film is hope, right?
Absolutely.
Does that tie back into your experiences?
Oh, yeah. I mean, our experiences making the film as filmmakers, what is inherent to the story, I think what's inherent in the American spirit is always hope. And I think that's really what it means to be a Clevelander. And we can't think of a time right now when we need it more. And it's
Right.
really exciting to be sharing that kind of story.
Yeah. Well, I read through your notes and it said the film highlights the drive and anxiety of each character.
Oh, yeah.
So it sounds like there's a lot of twists and turns and in very intriguing content. So do you know when the film will be shown?
Well, the first chance for audiences to see it will be at the Newport Beach Film Festival on October 19th, Saturday at 7:30 p.m. And we're really excited to share it with audiences there first.
And will you two be there?
You better believe it.
We'll be there. And there'll be a Q&A afterwards as
There
well.
will be. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Okay, well, luckily for me, I get to rewatch the Zoom.
Oh, perfect. And June Squibb will be there. It'll be a really nice evening.
Oh, it sounds wonderful. I'm so bummed I'm going to be out of town that night. But I will watch the film and then I'll circle back to you too and tell you how wonderful it was. But in the meantime, we're going to tell our audience that they need to head over to the Newport Beach Film Festival to meet Marissa and Keith.
We
So
can't wait
wonderful
to
to
have
meet you
everybody
two.
there.
Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate it. What a
Thank you,
pleasure.
Bree.
It was so fun. Thanks.
You're watching This Day on Village TV.
Welcome to Envision Eye Centers, conveniently located next to Laguna Woods. We offer cutting-edge technology that meets unsurpassed service.
You and your eyes are my priority. We will treat you with the utmost care and compassion.
Some might offer local exams, but they'll send you on a trek for surgery. Skip the unnecessary travel.
You can be confident that we will deliver the best outcome for your eyes.
Schedule your consultation today and see the world clearly. Call us or visit our website. No inconvenience, just expert care.
Welcome to the Artistry, South Orange County's only cannabis dispensary located right here in Laguna Woods. The Artistry is your trusted source for the highest quality cannabis products and the best customer service. We offer daily deals up to 50% off on top brands. Whether you're new to cannabis or a seasoned consumer, our friendly and informative staff is here to help you elevate in style. We're located next to Gate 3 and now offer delivery right to your door. Join us for a one-of-a-kind dispensary experience.
You have a club for every scenario. A driver for the long holes, wedges to get you over the hazards, and a putter for when you need a touch of finesse. What about your retirement? Will you have enough to play the back nine? Call to set your 15-minute phone visit today and let's find out. Get a second set of eyes on your retirement plan.
Caring Senior Service provides a variety of care services to help seniors age in place. We follow the mantra, when family can't be there, we can. We started our business almost 30 years ago because we realized that seniors in these situations still need loving care. To learn more about how we can help your family, contact us today.
If you'd like to come up with some creative gift ideas for the holidays and don't mind getting your hands a little bit dirty, ceramic slip casting may be just for you. From the Ceramic Slip Casting Club, we welcome Gul Bada and Karen Glasky.
Hi.
Hi, ladies.
Hello.
Welcome
Morning.
to the show.
Thank you for having us.
You brought some beautiful pieces with you today, so we would like our viewers, for those that don't know, what is ceramic slip casting?
Well, most people think of pottery as a wheel.
Yes.
However, ceramic slip casting takes liquid clay, we pour it into molds, and after a few minutes, we dump out the mold. We have a shell left inside the mold, and that eventually becomes our piece. So for instance, this plate was a mold, poured it in, after a while, came out, didn't come out this color, of course, but we have the general size piece, and then from that point, we get it fired, we can paint it, we can decorate it almost unlimitedly.
So that's interesting because that is very intricately painted, that is beautiful. But I suppose the difference with slip casting versus the pottery wheel, you get to reuse those molds countless of times.
Countlessly.
Right? Whereas doing it one time,
correct,
you have to continue to do it one time over and over and over on a potter's wheel.
Right.
So this seems more effective to me.
For me, it was wonderful because I don't have really strong hands, and with the wheel and with hand building, you need very strong hands. This doesn't require that.
So, Karen, how long does it take you to paint one of these pieces?
Well, for instance, like this piece actually was painted. The cutting out was original. This was not molded.
You cut that.
I cut this out, right? Yeah. So you can modify the molds afterward. And then this was actually scratched in, and it's also done on the back.
That is gorgeous.
Okay. And then it was fired. So this bowl probably took a total of about 4 hours, 4.5 hours to make.
Really?
Total, but of course over a period of time because of the firing and all that stuff. It takes time to do that.
Sure, sure.
But it's,
wow.
I love it. It's a Zen situation for me.
Okay, well, wow. I'd like to learn more on that, but we need to give our viewers a reminder of the Paint a Piece event.
Yes. It's coming up on Saturday, this Saturday, October 19th. And we have a lot of reservations.
Okay.
A few seats left, so please hurry. Come at least 15 minutes before we start, so we find you a piece of bisque and a seat.
So no experience is necessary.
No experience is necessary. We will give you all the supplies, the brushes, the paints, and a piece, a bowl or a plate, or we also have some small little items that you can paint, and then we'll get it fired and bring it back to you. Bring it back means we will let you know to pick it up because it takes time to dry and get it fired and bring it back. So we will email you to pick it up. I would just like to let the participants who have already registered, detailed information will be going out today in an email to you. And anybody can still come by to our studio to register. Like I said, come on Saturday. If you have nothing to do and you want to do something, hop in and see. It's starting at 10:30 in the morning and at 1:30 in the afternoon. There are
Great.
2 sessions.
Okay, and so $20 covers all materials.
Everything.
Right.
Everything.
Including instruction and the firing.
And some instructors, member instructors to help you.
Some hands-on.
Hands-on,
Right.
yeah.
I would need a walkthrough with something like that. Karen, how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it I think it's about 12 years now.
Wow.
And it's funny because I never had any artistic situation at all.
It was hiding in you somewhere.
That's
coming out now.
I was a teacher, and my children used to laugh at my overhead projector stick figures. They weren't sure that I meant my stick figures, so it's come a long way.
Yeah.
And what do you do with the pieces? Do you give them away as gifts, or do you display them in your home?
All of that. Sometimes we sell them. Sometimes we just keep them, give them. Gifts are always wonderful.
It's really wonderful because I bring these things back to India when I go as gifts. And it's so personal that it's treasured.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And, you know, if you go to buy a piece like this somewhere, it'll cost you this, and this is free.
And
when you give it as a gift.
And there's no personalization behind it.
Yeah, there's no personalization.
Can you, because I know in regular pottery, artists typically sign the back.
Yeah, we do.
Is that something that you do as well?
We do.
We do sign it.
So it's really personal.
Because it gives us a little, what would you call it, publicity, as well as when we put it up in the cabinets where there are so many of them, we need to have an identification mark for the supervisors to hand it back to you, because otherwise.
So it's a dual purpose.
So we hand it
My
away.
CG is in there if you look closely. It's hard to see with the light, but it's in there because we mark each piece.
Gorgeous. Okay, so you have some beginners classes through the years, right? Let's talk about the membership program for the beginners classes.
Well, membership is only $15 a year, and you get everything is provided. Of course, the molds are there. You just have to buy the jar of slip as well as the glaze and the paints. Beginners classes is conducted by Karen.
I've been doing that, and it's been very successful. And you really don't even have to be a member to take the beginners class. We offer it for free. We encourage you to be a member, and most of our people do sign up to be a member because it's the best club around as far as that.
Sort of this little introduction right before somebody commits to being a member.
Right. And in order to use the studio, you need to do some type of beginner's class or show that you have proficiency. Because there are things that could go wrong to hurt your piece or somebody else's.
And like we just said a little while ago, you never know where your hidden talent is.
That's right.
Exactly.
Many of our beginner students, when they come in, they say, "Oh my God, I didn't even know that I could do this."
Right.
You know?
What a fun, healthy, creative outlet. And then making new friends along the way, right?
Along the way. And so that is why we have this little painter piece so that you can come in and see and get introduced to come and join the beginners class too.
Okay. So, well, you also have a bonanza coming up.
Oh yes, that's the big one for the village.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, during Bonanza, all the Clubhouse 4 is the hub of Bonanza.
It's a hot spot, right?
Yes, the hot spot where all the studios and their members and their artists, they open up and show all their pieces.
Right.
And you can sell them there. So some of these pieces, if Karen
they may be
wishes
for
to,
sale.
And they may be for sale.
All right, folks, you're getting an eye view here, a little preview of what's going to happen over there.
Bonanza is a great, come around. I mean, all the studios will be open, all the rooms will be open, and it's a busy weekend for the village.
We're a little hard to find sometimes because we're around the corner at the very end there. After you go by Pottery, you have to turn the corner and come around. And so people say, "Oh, I didn't even know you were here."
Keep going.
Yep.
Right.
All right. Wonderful. Wow. Well, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
On the Bonanza and getting some new folks coming over there and signing up for what a fun and creative outlet this is. Thank you so much for joining us today. Really appreciate you being here with us.
Thank you.
We will be right back.
Adapt to It, we strive to make the everyday tasks easier by providing our customers with the tools they need to be successful. We carefully explain the use and care of all of our equipment. Adapt to It has been in Laguna Woods for over 20 years, and we know that nothing in life stays constant. So we can help you adapt to all the changes in your life. Adapt to It sells and rents items and always delivers with a smile. Come in today to experience what we mean when we say, when you can't change it, adapt to it.
I heard that ugly 6-letter word, cancer, and I immediately felt lost.
Our team of women's cancer specialists help thousands of women like Naomi navigate and beat cancer.
I didn't want to be treated like a cancer patient, but like a human.
Our advanced imaging, targeted radiation, and minimally invasive surgeries offer positive outcomes that are beating national cancer survival rates.
I reclaimed the most beautiful 4-letter word, life, because I had City of Hope on my side.
For 25 years, the Newport Beach Film Festival, one of the nation's most celebrated international film events, has become a pivotal stop on the awards circuit.
Hi, I'm Mark Ronson.
Kate Beckinsale.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Excited to be here at the Newport Beach Film Festival.
I'm in Newport Beach.
I'm in Newport Beach.
If you're driven by an adventurous heart, you're in luck. The 2024 Subaru Outback shares your spirit. With standard symmetrical all-wheel drive and up to 32 miles per gallon. Plus, 97% of Outback vehicles sold in the last 10 years are still on the road today. The 2024 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you.
Irvine Subaru. Buy online, just come in to sign. Get 2 years complimentary maintenance included on all new Subarus.
All right, folks, I think I've got my script down right. It's a Monday movie. So let's go over it. Pleasantville with Tobey Maguire and Reese Witherspoon. This is a flashback, but I remember it being pretty funny. It's brought to us by Harvard Eye Associates. 2 modern-day teenage siblings are transported to a fictional black and white sitcom town of the 50s. They accidentally bring living color to the complacent suburb and set off a revolution. That looks great. All right, folks, tomorrow on This Day, we're going to be talking with Village Management Services. We'll get an update from them. And that will do it for us today. You're watching This Day on Village Television. And from all of us here, we wish you a beautiful one.